Our second speaker this evening will attend Cornell University and major in civil engineering. His favorite memory of Red Mountain was this year's Big Man on Campus, where he dressed up like Napoleon Dynamite and danced. Please welcome our second speaker, Jake Miola.
Well, unlike Nicole, when Red Mountain asked me to write a graduation speech about our core values, courage, respect, and influence, I wasn't really sure where to start. So I did what any good high school student would do, and I asked Siri, how do I give a grad speech? And Siri came through clutch, as she always does, and she emphasized two things: the importance of knowing your topic inside and out, and giving yourself months to prepare. So as I started writing my speech last night, I thought long and hard trying to come up with some definitions for what each of Red Mountain's core values meant to me. I'm kidding, I asked Siri for those too, and here's what we came up with. Courage, the quality of mind that enables a person to face difficulty. We all know the story of Michael Jordan, how he was cut from his high school basketball team and locked himself in his room and cried all day. And we too have experienced our fair share of adversity, receiving rejection letters from our dream college, losing in a championship at one of our sporting events, and for myself, finding out that Ben Higgins from The Bachelor chose Lauren over the love of my life, JoJo. But as the great Vince Lombardi once said, it's not about whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up. That is what takes courage. Imagine if Michael Jordan never decided to get back up. Who would Miley Cyrus have written her hit single 23 about? Things would be quite different. The next core value is respect, esteem for or sense of worth of a person. And to me, this is about self-respect and not being afraid to show who you really are. In other words, put some respect on your name. There was an experiment done recently at one of the top-tier universities where this ordinary girl wore a nasty, old, hairy sweater to class every day for an entire semester. I mean, picture taking like a wax strip and laying it across DJ Khaled's chest, and then ripping it off and weaving those hairs into a sweater. Awful. And at the end of the semester, a student pulled each one of her classmates aside and asked them what they thought about her. They described her character, her great note-taking, her outgoing attitude, and not a single one of them even mentioned that horrible sweater. The moral of the story here: nobody cares. Be yourself. Don't let what other people think of you dictate who you are. I mean, this is coming from someone who drives a car that's older than me. I mean, if this car was a person, it could get a drink at a bar. Its paint's been baked off by the sun, the headlights are held together by duct tape, and the air conditioning works about as well as the US Congress. Yeah. And just recently, yesterday, it also received a sizable dent in the passenger side door. But as I stand here today, you don't all know me as that kid who drives that horrible old car. You know me for who I am, and you should be confident in who you are. Have self-respect. And Dad, if you're out there, maybe a new car for graduation. And the last core value is influence, the action of producing positive effects on others. Now, how many people watch the Oscars? Show of hands. Enough. My favorite moment had to be Leonardo DiCaprio. He was overlooked for years through great performances, and finally he got that Oscar that he deserved. But what impresses me most about Leo is when the time came for him to bask in his glory on stage, he instead used his moment of recognition to speak about something that truly mattered to him. And for him, that was global warming. Now, he could have gone up there and pulled a Kanye West all full of himself, But he decided to use that moment to make the world a better place. And I believe that we all have the potential to have a positive influence in this world. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out there and rid the world of Ebola or solve world hunger or even fix all the yearbooks. But make the environment around you a better place to be in. That is how you influence. Now, my goal for the time I've been up here was to inspire you all to embody our core values as you leave Red Mountain High School behind. And I can think of no better way to close than to quote the inspirational poet and motivational speaker, Tupac. I'm not saying I'm gonna change the world, but I guarantee you I will spark the brain that will. The Red Mountain class of 2016 is the spark that can and will change this world. Be courageous, have some respect, and use your influence to make a difference. Thank you, Red Mountain class of 2016, and with that, I leave you with 2 words. Miola out.